Hey, welcome back to the Rashawn Franklin Show. Back again with my guys, man. Can't wait to do this one. We got a great lineup for y'all in store. From the Klay Meg breakup to the Diana Russini, Mike Vrabel, just layers to that. It's crazy. The sports world, the sports world and the gossip world is merging. And you know what I'm saying? God damn.
Conversion.
Live from Brazil, we got my man Emmett Knuckles. What's good, man? What's happening?
Chilling, man. Ready to get into it.
Yeah, I see you got your tank top on. It must be hot.
Yeah, it's warm in this. It's warm in this.
This is getting warm here, so I'm not as jealous as I had been in the past, but you know, good to see you, man. Hope the family doing well.
Yeah, appreciate it. Everybody doing good down there.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Now, did we Louisville? Bray, oh, he's still there. This I actually don't consider Keith a Louisville no more. He a Cali.
Been out here for a decade. That's fair.
Yeah, man. He, So live from the Ville, Josh Bray was good.
Man, living good. Ready to get into it and see what drama we can stir up.
Yeah, for sure. And then live from Cali, my Big Keith, what's happening, man? How you living?
Hey, the dream, man. It feels great out here. I got the windows open out here. It's like 60 degrees. Just enjoying the Fresno weather before it turns into hell in the summertime.
What's up? The number one player in the nation was deciding between Kansas and Kentucky today. He's from Louisville, born and raised. Tyron Stokes. He transferred to Washington. I don't know why. I don't know the story, but we were hoping that we got him. UK fans were. He picked Kansas, and I wanted to ask y'all. I know a lot of black people from Louisville because I went to UK, but it seems like black people from Louisville before y'all even went to UK, y'all hated UK. Is that a thing? Was he ever going to pick UK? It seemed like he hated Kentucky. So talk to me about growing up in the Ville and how y'all, get that hate for UK.
You want to go with that, Keith? You want me to?
I'll let you go first.
I guess I'll say from growing up in Louisville and being an hour away from Lexington and Kentucky or whatnot, a lot of it came from the family. I would say my parents, my grandparents, they're all like fans of Louisville. My grandmother went to the University of Louisville. My mother went to the University of Louisville. So I kind of grew up as a more of a Louisville fan than Kentucky. But you also always, and I'm not trying to say this didn't happen other places, but with Kentucky, it always gave off like that racism itch a little bit, especially with like Rupp. Him not wanting to even have anybody of color on his team. I think he came out and said that. Don't quote me on that, but it was something along those lines. And that's just always kind of ran through the blood of like Kentucky Wildcats. And a lot of black people never like forgot that and really didn't get over it, I guess. And now it's different. I do believe that, but I don't know. That's kind of how like my grandparents and my parents always kind of like thought about it as, if you're going to go to school somewhere in Kentucky, go to Louisville because of this, this, and this. And not only that, I mean, even us up at UK, I'm sure y'all have experienced some stuff up there that kind of made you, look over your shoulder. They got like, dang, like that's still going on.
Even though Lexington is one of the more liberal places in Kentucky, is still, racist, it's in a lot of ways. So you think it's like a historic thing that because
Sure.
It's like a disdain that black people from Louisville have for UK. Even if they went there, it was just like, and then that speaks to the Willie T. Parker Scholarship having to get these kids from Louisville to even come to UK.
That's the only reason why I went.
Yeah, I definitely think there's like a racial like origin behind just this whole thing. You got to think about the history of Kentucky basketball. It runs from like, I think their first championship was in the 1950s, something like that. So it's just like, imagine what black people were allowed to do at the time. Even though Lexington is what it is now, I mean, when it comes to the civil rights and the whole slavery thing, and then what happened after that, we were kind of slow to adopt. I think that just continued, and nobody in my family really a Kentucky fan. It was just something that you were kind of raised to be a Louisville fan, and it just seemed the motive behind the reason why you've seen your parents or whoever your relatives being Louisville fans. Part of it is racial.
For sure.
And I mean, also, Louisville wasn't like as far as the size and like the type of city it is now, it was pretty different. Even when I was growing up, it was still almost considered a small town. So the fact that we had a semi relevant basketball team, a lot of people in the area got behind it. And Louisville, as far as concentration of black people, was nowhere near like in the rest of the state. So I think there was just a lot of fandom behind it because of that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. The only reason why I went to UK was because one of my best friends at the time was on the Parker Scholarship and invited me to come down to UK. It was actually on my 18th birthday that I went down there. Haven't taken the ACT yet. Wasn't even thinking about going to college.
Shout out to Buzz.
Told him what my GPA was, and he was just like, he gave me a list of action items, and he's like, do these things, and I can get you a scholarship.
Damn.
And I went
That's what's up.
home and got to work.
Okay. Anything to throw in there, Em? I mean, you lived there for a little bit, but you're not from there.
Yeah, I didn't have the whole. I mean, from being there, most people are Louisville fans over UK fans for sure. I agree with them with the racial element. Maybe it's a generational thing because Rondo was big time. He's from Louisville and he went to UK, played for a couple years under Tubby Smith, and then even from our
That could be
age,
why, though.
Yeah,
because of
I
Tubby
think it
Smith,
is.
could be. He's probably the best guy to come out of Louisville.
To go to UK?
Like, period. Is there another hooper better than Rondo out of Louisville?
I would have to think, but
Yeah. And then our generation, Twani went there. He was from Louisville, went to UK. Well, he went to Mississippi State and then transferred to UK. So 30 plus, they didn't seem to have too much opposition to go into UK. So maybe it's the younger crew, a little bit more put off by the whole, racial elements, of UK's history and current as well. It's still Lexington, Kentucky, over 90% white university.
for sure. Yeah, we were hoping that this kid picked UK because, we're in a little bit of a funk as a basketball program. Not a little bit, a lot of a funk. And when he panned to his parents, they both had black and red phones. Like, are those Louisville colors? I'm like, oh, this is not happening. This
There you
is
have
a
it.
wrap. I mean, I guess he didn't want to go to Louisville for whatever reason. Picked another Adidas school in Kansas. And he's going there. But yeah, we are, as a brand, this is not good. They're gonna have to do something. So yeah.
And things could have been different if Cal was still there, though.
The Cal wasn't winning.
That's true.
And
but he's still getting to the league.
He was still getting to the league and was still coming to UK, but it was like there was no connect on like actually winning games. like it was like, so it's like at some point it was like a mutual kind of like, hey, we gotta stop this. So, but now it's like we picked an alum and Mark Pope, and he can't get it done. So
Can't recruit.
I expect him to be fired next year if he doesn't make a miraculous run. But we ain't got the roster for him to make a run, so he's gonna be done. I had high hopes for him. He's an alum. He kind of gets it, and it just never panned out. So, all right, from a serious topic to a not so serious topic. Klay and Meg. Are y'all versed on what took place? Pretty much.
You could give
I know a little bit.
Yeah, give
a
us a
brief
run.
run. You can hit the highlights.
So Klay and Meg have been dating for, I don't know, maybe 6 to 8 months. And, when they first started dating, you saw them all over the timeline. Like, pictures, smiling, cheesing. I think he's grabbing ass like he is in this photo, And then all of a sudden, maybe like 2 months ago, went dark. I tell my girl, like, hey, I haven't seen anything with Klay and Meg. What's going on there? She's like, no, it's fine. They're just, kicking it and, trying to be low key. I'm like, I don't know. They was all over the timeline. Now they're not. And then a couple days ago, Meg posted something that Klay was cheating on her. And now that's why they aren't together anymore. There's a public airing out of our splash brother, Klay Thompson. A lot of Meg's personal life has played out in the public. I'm not here to speak on any of it besides this because this is, the current topic, the whole Tory getting shot situation. I don't really want to touch that. I just want to get y'all opinion on it. I would say this first, that Klay, I'm sure, regrets this thing because you say that, but it kind of took a hit to his brand a little bit with these cheating allegations. But I'll let y'all go.
Sure.
Okay, before we go, how did it take a hit to his brand when he wasn't married?
It's never a good look when you're put out in the public eye, and with the track record that Klay has, he's pictured as, he's a
Squeaky clean.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best way to put it. I mean, I couldn't find the words for it, but yeah, he's pictured as this squeaky clean guy. He's on top of his stuff. He does the right things. I mean, he just seems like a good young man, I guess is the best way to put it. And it never looks good when you have allegations of your girlfriend saying that you cheated on her. It doesn't look good. That's all.
Right. And I agree with that. Okay, so if you come looking from his angle, I mean, Meg's, she's a top tier star, but she came into the relationship with a lot of baggage. I mean, a court case, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that
everything
whole
that's
situation.
happened. Yeah, everything that's happened publicly with her, some of it was not her fault, but it's just a lot of baggage coming into the relationship. So if you had to roll the dice and guess, you might guess it would end bad like this. Keith, I see your wheels spinning. Go ahead, man. If it's too bad, we'll cut it out.
No,
Yeah,
okay.
yes,
I'm gonna try to thread this. I'm gonna try to thread the needle as best I can. Unless there's something I didn't see, and I understand the angle in which your guys are coming from, but like it's kind of hard for your credibility to be tarnished by someone who also their credibility should be tarnished for lying.
Lying about what? What's she lie about? Sleeping with Tory?
Well, that's one thing. I wasn't even going to say that. I was going to say getting shot in the foot by him.
But all of this, is
Yeah,
irrelevant.
It's been proven that he people have came and said that it wasn't him that pulled the trigger.
But he was convicted for
He was
it.
convicted, yeah.
So let's just say that happened.
Okay.
All right, let's go off that assumption.
The preponderance of evidence suggests that's what happened.
Suggests that happened and he was put away for it. So let's just go with that.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and jump in.
Go ahead, Bert.
Me and my girl have been talking about it for a little
Go
bit
ahead.
since it is. I'm not really on social media to get anybody's business, but when it does come across, you're screening, you're looking online, you do see stuff and you get interested. So I know a lot of people.
Splash brother.
Yeah. I mean, I know a lot of people have came out and have said, like, I'm not surprised this happened or it shouldn't have happened. Everybody has their own opinion. My opinion is simple. At the end of the day, you was in a relationship with a woman that you introduced to your family and you ended up cheating on her. No matter what happened in her past about lying or what may have happened, no matter about what her track record looks like, if it's 2 guys, 15 guys, whatever the number is, at the end of the day,
we're not gonna slut shame on here. No.
yeah. At the end of the day, you did wrong on a woman that seemed to be doing right by you.
Let me play devil's advocate there though.
Okay.
I was talking to my girl about this and I was saying like, hey, is it possible that they have been broken up and he broke up with her and she decided to like, hey, if this is gonna break up with me, I'm gonna put this cheating on him, and it actually never happened. And Klay will never say anything about it. You will never hear anything about this particular situation from Klay ever. But now the whole internet has had a chance to run with this narrative that we don't even know is true or not.
100%. 100%. We have to go on the narrative that is given to us that seems to be true, right? Because I've heard the narrative, and I don't believe this to be true at all. Everybody has their own points, and I heard this, I heard that. I heard some crazy thing, this is crazy. Meg was asking for $700,000 a month. That
I
sounds
think that
crazy.
was fake, but
That sounds crazy. I don't believe that to be true whatsoever. But we have to go with what the narrative is. The narrative is that Klay cheated. Megan went out on social media and she said it, and Klay never, said they did it.
Refuted.
Yeah. So I mean, there's a lot of ifs and buts that we can go in here and say, but what we do know is Meg came out. She said X, Y, and Z, and as of right now, we know that to be the truth. But yes, anything is possible. They could have been broken up for months. No one knew about it. She could be lying. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of ifs and buts, but we got to go off what is given to us.
Yeah, I mean, it's not surprising, particularly like that it
Not at
unfolded
all.
in such a public way. I mean, the relationship, like you said, they were always posting stuff. They weren't low key and off to the cut doing their own thing. And the fact that, it was so public the way that it ended, I mean, you could expect that looking at, her past history. She's not particularly low key. So from Clay's perspective, I mean, you knew what you were signing up for,
Yeah.
and it went how it went. Whether or not I'm a Occam's razor kind of guy, the simplest explanation is that they were together. Whatever she's alleging, I believe, is what happened.
Probably, yeah.
And I don't believe it's like some conspiracy that she's like coming up with and making up to kind of sully. Is I think what happened. I mean, Clay's been known for being in the streets, and he doesn't appear to have left them.
Shout out to Klay. Hey, man. Let me
See, and me and wifey, we spoke about that, how that is, and we've all done what we've done, but there is a clear double standard
for sure
that exists among men and women. I'm not saying it's right, but we can all say it's there.
Yeah.
I've seen people being like, hey, I'm proud of Klay. He moved on. She's been with these amount of people, these certain people, with rappers and other artists and things like that. And people are kind of like almost cheering on Klay. I'm like, damn, like, to our knowledge, Meg did nothing wrong here. To our knowledge, we can't go off based on what happened in her past. But I mean,
Niggas say.
hey,
you want to let the chopper go, and
Bro,
if
it's not
if
even
this
like I want
wasn't,
to let it go. I can't it's hard
I
for me
wanna
to
say something too.
deviate from
Yeah.
what I originally said. Like her credibility can be questioned too, and we're
Yeah,
basing
for
this
sure.
all off what she said.
Yeah, I agree. that's the
And it's
devil.
just like, oh, like he
no,
cheated. We don't know what happened.
that's
And
100%
Clay's
true.
the type
But
of person who moves a certain type of way, so he's not going to make his business public.
Ever.
I don't
That's
know.
why I don't know why he involved himself in this situation.
I mean, look at her. That's
Right.
why.
Well, right. There's sometimes in journeys where in the beginning that you shouldn't be messing with somebody,
For
but
sure.
you experiment and see like if things can work out. And the thing is, like,
That shit was fire.
and it probably was, but it's just like she's not the type of person you would be long term with.
So no,
I understand why be in a relationship with her. I
right.
understand.
Okay,
There's
so
sometimes you enter in a situation and you figure out like, damn, I've been in the wrong
I've
situation.
never in my life have been close to a long-term, medium term, because they were like, what, 6-9 months, whatever it is,
Right.
relationship. Brought her to Thanksgiving, meet my family and everything, and with the intention of not being at least serious. Well, you're making it sound like his intent was never to be serious.
Right. His intentions could have been serious leading up to a certain point, and he just realized like, yo, this ain't.
So why don't you end the relationship before you go
The way
and do what you
Did
did?
it go back to the
allegedly,
streets?
the way he exited the relationship is foul.
Yeah,
We don't know what happened though.
No, but we're going off of the information that we're given. That's all we can do.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I hear what you're saying. No, nobody knows what happened besides them. I mean, obviously. but we can only go off what Meg is saying. And if Meg is sitting here lying, I think Klay's a punk if he ain't coming out and saying, and
He's not that
nah,
type of guy though, bro.
man,
He ain't gonna ever say.
if somebody's lying on my name and saying that I cheated and you're costing me money, I'm
He's not
coming
getting
out and I'm
cost no
defending
money.
myself. Period.
He's not getting cost no money.
Man,
It's
you
kind of
ain't
like a lose-lose. What are you about to say? I
For
didn't
sure.
cheat.
Because
you don't gotta say it like
judge,
that.
if he comes out and says whatever, people are going to be critiquing that as well.
That's
I might
fine,
as well be quiet and move
but at
on.
least that information is out there to say, no, hold on now. I didn't cheat. This is what happened. This is what happened. Whoop de whoop de whoop. But for nothing to be said, all we can go off of is what Meg's information is.
But we know Klay as sports
Right.
guys. He's an
Sure.
introvert. He don't really
He's quiet.
He don't really say. He don't say nothing. You know, he just even
I
with his
wouldn't-
past relationships, it
I
was
wouldn't
just
get
like
him.
the women posting. He ain't really on that. You know what I'm saying?
So are we saying that Meg is just making something up? Is that like a possibility?
I'm saying we don't know.
I'm inclined to believe that she's not
Correct.
just
Right.
making this up.
Correct.
Yeah, that's all.
Correct.
But there's a great possibility based on their past that it could.
That's a big like lie just to make up like
it's a
this is Klay
stretch.
Thompson we're talking about, and you're just making stuff up out of the blue.
The possibility that you lied about getting shot in your
No,
foot.
it's definitely possible, but I don't think it's a high possibility. I think it's unlikely she's just making this up and lying.
Yeah,
All right.
It is
that's
Klay
where I land
Thompson.
too.
He has a nice track record. We've seen the women he's been with. They nice, and he has options. He's worth hundreds of millions of dollars. He has it all. So I'm not surprised if the man cheated, honestly.
Shout out to Klay because
That's what I'm
his
saying,
roster
like-
came out.
It's
and
stupid.
My goodness,
Yeah.
He's a shooter off and on the court.
man. You know what? It got me to thinking like, you know, when you think of Klay, you think of who else? Stephen Curry.
Don't.
If Steph wasn't married, boy, that nigga would be doing numbers, boy. Rah, rah. You know what I'm saying? Knocking them down,
I don't know what
dog.
he's doing or not doing, but yeah, he.
No,
he
I'm
would.
I'm saying if he wasn't, he's a married man. I'm just saying, like, you know.
I don't know. Some just operate different. Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Well, we can move on. Good talk, guys. Let's move on.
Ooh,
Ooh,
it's another love triangle.
man. We haven't talked about the Mike Vrabel, Diana Russini stuff up here yet. I'm sure if you're listening to this, you're pretty versed on it. They pretty much got caught having an affair with each other. And now, you know, Diana lost her job. Mike Vrabel, it's a lot going on with him. There's a rumor that if he ends up resigning, that Mike Tomlin's going to take his spot with the Patriots. And this is the Daily Mail saying that. That's not just like a random rumor. Like that's a real rumor. So it's getting to the point of, they both could lose livelihood. And he just came off a Super Bowl appearance. This is nasty. More cheating allegations. Do y'all want to talk about this one?
It's nasty work to name your child after this guy.
That's crazy.
That's off the chart. That's off the chain.
Low. At the end of the day, they're both married, so cheating on each other is low as well.
Well, we don't know the dynamics of their relationships.
We don't.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to talk on it from the outside.
But we just sat here and criticized Meg and Klay.
No, we can talk about it. I mean, it's just like at the end of the day,
we didn't know the dynamics of theirs. We just have.
We think we know.
Yeah, Meg is claiming that. Yeah, that one is one of the individuals was making an allegation against the other. I don't know what Mike and his wife situation.
So why is he going
vice versa?
He's going to. I think that whole counseling thing was made up by the Patriots to kind of save face. Yeah,
I think so too.
That was my guess about it. Because why are you not going on the first 2 days of the draft? You just the third day? Okay, cool.
The least important day. Gotcha.
Questions.
Well, yeah, for sure. So yeah, this is nasty. Y'all think he survives this? Is he coaching the Patriots this fall?
Yes.
He's white, so he will survive.
I am leaning no.
So, yeah.
It is getting
ugly.
hot.
If they were going to let him go, he'd have been gone already.
No, not necessarily.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, it would make the most sense because you just had the draft. You're about to have OTAs. If you're not going to be the head coach, you need to bust that
Might
money.
as well have someone else in there already. Yeah.
The issue is the questions every day. That's the issue. When you think about Robert Kraft and what he did and He's not answering questions every day. He's the owner. He can come out and answer questions
He in the
whenever.
shadows. Yeah.
This is gonna have to answer questions after OTAs, training camp, like
preseason.
There is no hiding him. So it's like they might for the Patriots, it's gonna be more of a distraction to winning than anything. Right. So I'm leaning towards he's not gonna be the coach, dog. And
what if he gets demoted so he doesn't have to answer those questions?
That's not. I mean,
he's not taking a demotion.
Yeah, he would just leave. I think.
Yeah,
that's the thing. And for a name like Mike Tomlin to be floated out there, somebody who's a free agent,
Mm-hmm.
It seems
there's
real.
some validity too.
Yeah,
for sure. It seems like that they're just testing it to see what happens. Yeah, behind the scenes, it's like, yeah, they might have to make this move.
Didn't they just introduce Mike to like being on NBC though? How you think that's gonna work out?
I mean, he just leave. And find somebody else to tackle TV. It's easier than finding a head coach right before the season starts.
Yeah.
You know, you got coaching staffs to try to hire. You got systems to it's a lot that goes into a coaching change, and to do it like right before the OTAs and training camps about to get started, you pretty much have to keep his staff because everybody that's decent has already been hired. So you pretty much are just taking over, just swapping him for Tomlin and going with his staff. I don't think that's the route they're gonna go.
What's the route? You gonna have him take questions about this because he's gonna hear questions about
you gotta have
this
you gotta
all
have to
year, and it's not even gonna be. It's gonna be coming from. It's gonna be like TMZ showing
national,
up the Patriots.
National media,
sure.
Yeah, because this was a national scandal. I mean, to me, it's really the issues between him and his wife.
Sure,
I mean, it's just a bad look for what he was doing. But as a coach, I don't know that he really crossed any like ethical boundaries.
I disagree.
As a head coach?
Yeah, well, I think the ethical thing comes when you're feeding stories to this woman that you're fucking. That becomes, now you're looking at the journalistic integrity of her plus the entity of the NFL and like, okay, so what are these people doing to get these stories? Like, that's what it kind of comes to when you think of this. So it's a weird situation, man.
I think this has always been their thing though. Like it's just now in front of people.
People do buddy stuff to get stories. I mean, this is like,
next level.
Yes, for sure. Like a 6-year romantic involvement with a journalist. Like you said, it brings questions to the league, but as a head coach, I don't really see the violation necessarily from his standpoint. I know as a journalist, there's like, you're not supposed to get that close.
Yeah.
And become like, that's a journalistic ethical no. So like, I get it from there. From him, it's a bad look. Like, but like as a head coach, you don't really have like you know what I mean? Like journalistic ethics to uphold. You just are being a poor reflection on the organization doing something like this and getting caught. So, I mean, the stuff with, like you said, with Kraft was a little, I don't know, which they're both kind of salacious stories between what happened with Kraft and him. But like you said, Kraft, I mean, he's the owner. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do to him? And he's just gonna hide in the booth and not come down and answer no questions. Whereas him, he's gonna have to address this publicly more than one time. Do they want to stomach that for a season? The season is probably a wash anyway. So
does he want to stomach that for the season? Could
Now
you imagine?
That's a great question.
You got to answer questions about your every time you step in front of the media, boy. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's almost like,
point.
I mean, you got to decide if it's worth it. Well, if the money's worth it, is your career? I mean, I'm sure you think your career's worth it, but it's like he's coming to a crossroads.
I mean, actions have consequences, bro. Like you were her for 6 years. You didn't think and then you got sloppy and got caught. Like, bro, like you got to face the music, bro. And this is a part of it.
The whole son thing named after him is.
Are
those his kids?
There's no telling, man.
Yeah,
and that could be one of the questions they had.
I'm sure her husband is probably filing for paternity.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Pulling out hair samples now.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's going on. I think it's probably the husband that paid for like. I don't think this was just no random people like at the resort that
I
just
heard it say it was
noticed
like a
them and
fan.
started snapping pictures. It doesn't feel like that's what happened. It feels like somebody's spouse was suspicious and hired somebody
I heard it. They said it was a fan who recognized him
and then
started
started
taking
snapping
pictures.
pictures of them.
Like, oh, it's Mike Vrabel. Started taking
Yeah.
pictures.
It makes sense. Like you famous, and people are gonna recognize you.
Yeah. Ooh, wild story. I really don't wish this on nobody because
Oh
like
no,
it's
exactly.
nasty. I mean, even with the Meg and Clay, I'm sure Clay's the type to not even like just let it blow over. He's not even gonna look at his phone. He don't really give
I
a
mean, yeah, he's not married with kids with her. You know what I mean?
for
Like,
sure.
this
Oh
is
no. Yeah.
this is
It's completely
a
different thing.
whole
This is
a whole
marriage.
different. Yeah,
Definitely different.
Yeah. This is different. And your kids got to go out to school, and this is not great. Not great for them. Yeah, not at all. So, but I honestly, I mean, to put a ball on it, I wouldn't be surprised if this kind of comes to a head within the next couple of weeks, and Tom is named the coach there. That would be what I would guess.
that's what you suggesting.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to get fired unless more damning information comes out. Like if something just comes out as just like we gotta let you go.
What's next? The kids?
I don't know.
Dog. If that comes out, this is the
Man.
most salacious story in
In
NFL
sports.
history.
Yeah, in a while. Yeah,
This
but
would
it's
be
also the Patriots too. Is just like
Yeah, that he fathered.
That's crazy.
dog.
That would be insane. I mean, his name is Michael. That is some wild. She's wild for that.
that's evil.
That's crazy.
She's wild for that. Oof.
Mhm.
It must be
Damn.
bad because she resigned. She was like,
Well, she knew what was up. She was like, if they start digging up dirt,
she said, I ain't put up no fight. I'm gonna just sign these papers and bounce.
And the internet's still digging. They found like a playlist she sent to him
Spotify
today.
Turn the page. I think it was called something like that.
In the midst of him losing 4 games with the Titans or some they was in love. They was like a real couple.
No, yeah, 6 years, dog. That's
It's a long time just to be like a side piece. Like you gotta be
like I
something
said.
real.
Shit, some marriages don't even last 6 years. Like that's
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
that's deep what they had
All
going
right.
on.
That's crazy. All right, let's get to the NFL draft. I'm gonna let you guys go first, and then I'll round it out. Keith and Bray, and then M. What do you think about the draft in general, and then you can talk about your team specifically.
What do you mean, like the draft in general?
Talk about
General
the draft
thoughts.
class. What do you think about them overall? Do you think, honestly, it kind of seemed like a weak draft to me.
Yeah,
I
It's
agree.
not a great one.
it really
Next
was.
year draft got some studs, but this one was kind of weak.
Yeah, I think you found your gems in the middle round. I don't think it was really top heavy. You didn't have a lot of blue chippers. There was an emphasis on offensive linemen in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of teams went based off need this year instead of just talent evaluation. Next year's draft is going to be very interesting because you have a lot of quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be a lot more like news run, press coverage, just a lot more hype because there's going to be a lot more quarterbacks.
Sound like the Ravens signed like a lot of quarterbacks. Weird.
So we signed from Vanderbilt and UConn.
He can hoop. No, the Vandy kid can hoop.
I ain't worried about that guy.
All right.
He's
All
an
right.
undrafted free agent. He would never play a game for the Ravens.
We don't.
Don't say that. What? This is football. Anything can happen. What are you talking about?
He would have
He
to get
would
hurt.
never play a regular season football.
Hey man,
Boy, you tripping.
Mark my
this
words.
is like you said. This is football, and your quarterback has been getting hurt recently. That's
Can't
Yo,
buy.
you tripping. Okay.
Nah, y'all tripping.
Well, the only reason I brought it up is because Lamar and the ownership. Is there something there? Like, is there some tiffs there? I know he's a generational talent. I'm not saying anything about his play.
I don't take it. It's not like I'm angry. Some tips, and you want to like think about your future. You don't sign undrafted free agents.
Sure.
You go draft someone.
Sure.
That's
But
when the writing's on the wall.
that's what kind of my point. Like they signed some guys to see, maybe next year. So like if they decide to pick a guy in the first round next year, what would your feeling be there then?
I mean, that's when the writing's on the wall. If we draft a guy in the first round, that's his possible replacement. We're looking in the
That's
future,
possible.
and Lamar's not in it.
Which sounds crazy as of right now.
Yeah, well, I mean,
think that's that
what
crazy,
teams do
though.
when
I
they
don't
draft
think so
someone in the
either.
first round, and you have a quarterback already. Besides the Rams drafting Buddy from Alabama, but Matt Stafford's also old too, so it's just
Yeah, Matt Stafford's old with back problems and considering
Right.
retiring. So
right.
I don't like the evaluation, but I understand taking like if he was a better prospect, I would have liked it. But
Sean
my
McVay
issue
was
is
hot.
my issue is with the prospect, not that they necessarily took a
the guy.
quarterback.
Yeah,
In that,
that's understandable. If I was Lamar, I'm not threatened by a 5'8" quarterback.
I hear you. I'm talking about more of a macro level, not necessarily that specific guy.
Yeah,
they did sign him to take his job next season. That's not what
Right. No,
we
that's not what I'm
signed Cooper
saying.
Rush last year.
Not the same thing. But I feel what you're saying. How do you feel about the overall draft of the Ravens?
Honestly, in the first round, I questioned why we didn't draft Ruben Bain.
He was still on the board at that time?
Yeah, he went to pick after.
he went to the Bucks next. Yeah,
I don't care about the short arms. I don't give a. He's a dog.
yeah, I like Bang too.
But I get, man, we got, a great prospect, the offensive guard. We've been having guard issues and offensive line issues, but
For sure.
man, you had a game record right there and you skipped over him. And it's not wrong with me to sit here and question it.
I think one of the famous football quotes is, we don't practice without, I think it was Brett Favre, if 4 goes down, we don't practice without 4 because if 4 ain't there, we're anyway. So, if Lamar's not there, you're so you got to protect the nigga. So.
And we went ahead and drafted another pass rusher in the second round, too, who's a decent prospect.
Mm-hmm. I like that kid out of Missouri.
And the difference is the guy that we drafted in the second round is like he has the measurables. He's 6'4", like long arms. Like he has
Zion Young?
Yeah.
Zion Young, yeah, that's what I wanted us to take.
Yeah. I'm glad we drafted weapons for Lamar. I think we took the wide receiver from USC a little too early. I don't understand why we did that in the third round, but
Y'all took the IU kid though too, didn't you?
yeah. So
Took both of them, yeah.
Yeah, the way I kind of rationalize it, I kind of flip the picks in my head, even though they didn't go that way. Because Waffle House is a damn third round wide receiver. I don't give a
What
fuck.
round did y'all pick him in?
4.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just flipped the picks in my head to make it make sense.
Yeah.
We drafted 2 tight ends, one from SMU, but he initially played in Michigan. So him and our head coach had a relationship. We also drafted a tight end from Bama.
How you feel about it overall?
We got pieces that we need. We filled in a lot of needs. High B. So B+, A-.
Cool. M, you had to grade the Niners?
I'm gonna go with a C.
Or
with a C
Interesting.
overall.
You
people
nice.
ready to run John Lynch up out of town
Yeah.
after this joint. People are hot because he keeps reaching for guys. Like, I don't hate the picks. Like, I don't hate the players, but it's like the Ole Miss kid. I mean, I get it. He's like 6'2", 205, runs a 4.3. But the first pick in the second round, it's like I would have liked him at the end of the second round, and then I would have been like, all right, that makes some sense.
This draft
But
was weird though.
It was a real ugly draft.
Yeah, it's just
Very
like
weak.
it's if you can't move, and y'all were maneuvering throughout the draft, y'all kept trading down. And it's just like
kept trading down.
at a certain point, y'all just got to get who y'all want.
To me, I think if they would have trade down from 27 to 30, great. And then if you stayed at 30 and picked Omar from Indiana, people would have been happier with that. Do you move down again and you take this kid? Some people like that kid more than him. I mean, I watched him, good yak guy, kind of limited in terms of his route running and what he did there. He basically run about curls, fades, and yak.
Is it Deshaun?
Deshaun?
Who you talking about? Stribling?
Stribling, yeah, from Ole Miss.
Yeah. His name's like Zon. Is it DeZon Stribling?
I don't know the
The boy got a
pronunciation.
name on him. That's what
He
I'm
got a
saying.
name, yeah. Stribling from Ole Miss.
Stribling.
I like this kid. Like, you don't get mad at, like, the player is good, but there's like, why did you pick him at 33? And then you did it again with the Indiana running back. That was wild.
Was that the number one? That's the number one string running back of IU?
No, number one started. They kind of split carries even. It was about split, but who started out the game was number one, who went undrafted. And I think this kid might have went undrafted too if they didn't take him in the third round.
Wow.
Number 8, I got Keon Black, I think. He's okay.
Yeah.
He's okay. Like in the third round, but we could have went a lot of different directions. So like he keeps reaching, and it's been like a long history. They even asked him at the end. They at the draft. He did not like that question, John Lynch, when they asked him. They said you seem to diverge from the consensus draft boards, and given your track record recently, what makes you confident in that assessment? It seems that this is leading you to make a lot of reaches. And boy, the look on his face when he got asked that question, he was hot.
Now imagine Mike Vrabel. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Yeah, I feel you. That is. So he was. If looks could kill, that boy, that man gave him a strong look and said, "The only consensus I care about is the consensus in the building." It doesn't really answer the question. You've been whiffing on drafts for like 4 years, so people ready for him to go. I always gonna be tough for people to what you saw how when we suggested,
they were crazy about it.
Suggested that you should move on. That's they not moving off of Kyle. They saying we need to get rid of John Lynch and get a real GM that know how to draft. But Kyle was pretty much lifetime for these. A lot of reaches. I like some of the players. I like the kid at Texas A&M for the edge. Took him in what was it, the end of the second.
Texas Tech.
Yeah, Texas Tech. Sorry, Romeo Heights.
Yeah, he nice though.
Yeah, I like him. So like,
I like the IU guy too.
You like the IU running back?
They can run. I don't know if this is the same guy because I know it was 2 of them.
He's number 8. The one we drafted is number 8.
If he's the one that got the most carries, the most touchdowns, that's nice. He nice. Like, yeah, I don't mind. I haven't seen the Ole Miss guy much. They had a pretty high powered offense. Yeah, and Ole Miss with my man's. It doesn't look that bad off. I just looked at it. It doesn't look that bad, but you know,
I think it's a solid C. Where I have my issues is the value and where they drafted guys. Like they drafted them when they could have got him later on in the draft.
I got you.
That's my complaint with what he did. To me, he didn't draft the safety and he didn't draft a guard early, which are 2 positions that you could have like drafted a rookie and plugged him in like right away to start. And he didn't do that. He took a wide receiver who's going to be your 3rd or 4th receiver. That was your first pick. Then the edge guy is going to play right away. He's going to play in your nickel. Cool. And then the running back, he's going to be your 3rd running back? And you took him in the 3rd round. So had a chance to get immediate starters and contributors, and he took like essentially insurance for Mike Evans and CMC. That's what he did.
Hurt a lot though. So
no, fair point.
All right, well, you got to see with the Niners, the Bears. I would give probably. It's tough because I didn't really like this draft, and they just went for positions that you can kind of get. You know, you can kind of plug these guys in and possibly get some production from them. So safety, I like the white boy. I like him. I think he can rally to the football, tackle. He makes plays. He made a play for game against Penn State at their crib. It was nice. I was like, oh, this white boy kind of you know, we needed our center around and retired early. Tight end, he's like a blocking tight end where he can catch the ball. And all these guys like are their athleticism, even though they're white boys, they're like off the charts apparently. I don't know. And then, you know, we got a speedy wide receiver from LSU, which I like because we ain't got no speed at the wide receiver
short
position.
Kid. Yeah. He fast.
Yeah. So, and then I like this cornerback too. He's a little feisty. So, you know, all in all, cool. Let's see what these could do. Probably B minus. You know, ain't no blue chippers, and we was picking late, so it's like whatever. So yeah. I'm excited. I'm not a huge fan of our season coming up. I just don't feel great about it. Maybe I think Caleb's really good, so maybe he kind of covers up some of it, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. And we talked a little bit about Sean McVay pissed about drafting Ty Simpson. I don't know if we got to go over that anymore, but he was not happy. Pairing Jared Verse and the other kid with Ruben Bang could have been a problem. That might have took them over the top.
Or a receiver.
Anything.
Somebody that was going to play this year.
Yeah. So he was hot. He was not happy. So, all right, we can switch our focus to hoops. And what an NBA playoffs it's been. Did the season?
They was up last time. It was up last time I saw it.
The Sixers came back and won.
Really?
Okay. New York is up 20 on the Hawks in game 5. So I would guess that series is over.
Mm-hmm.
San Antonio, I think, probably closes out Portland tonight.
Yeah.
Too. All right. The Lakers are advancing. Didn't see that one coming.
Mm-hmm.
We'll give it to our resident Laker lovers, Josh Bray and Eminako.
You go ahead, Bray.
I'm not a Laker lover. That's crazy. I don't know where that came from. I'm not even a Lakers fan. I just talk sports and guys. I mean, I don't know what you want. I mean, I'll start out by saying, yeah, a lot of people didn't see the series going how it went. Nobody knew that KD was going to miss game 1, even when he came back for game 2. He really didn't seem like himself. I mean, of course, they was throwing like the double team at him, which made him a little bit confused out there and kind of like what to do. Then, of course, he misses game 3, game 4, and now the Lakers are back home for game 5. I mean, if somebody would have told me that KD was going to be out 4 of the 5 games, I would not have picked the Rockets to win. It's kind of simple. I think a lot of people would agree with that. I've also been saying for the past probably 6 to 7 months that LeBron is saving himself for the playoffs. It just happened that Luka and Reeves also got hurt towards the end of the season, and now he's having to kind of do it on his own. But if you watch LeBron during the season, he showed flashes of what he could do when he was, 3 years ago. And I believe he can still be a Robin on a championship team. And it's not just because of his game. I think in all sports, the more intelligent you are, the better player you are. He's not, I guess, relying on his athleticism a whole lot, even though he shows some flashes of that. But his intelligence of the game, getting his teammates involved, he knows where his teammates want the ball for the open shot. He knows the system. It's LeBron James.
I agree, but this has been an epic collapse by Houston, from coaching to players. I mean, obviously these guys, as singular players, Sengun, the twin, Jabari Smith Jr., aren't who we thought they were.
I've never been that big on them. I mean, I would say with Sengun, he's been disappointing for the most part. I know he had like a 30-point game the other night where he played well, but you just never know what you're going to get from him. I mean, all he does is go in the paint and does his little spin move and does like a hook shot like every other play. It's kind of annoying to watch, but I've never been big on the other two with Jabari and the twin. I mean, they're decent players, but they're just your average like role players.
What you think about it probably got OKC next round. Doesn't look like Luka will be there. Reeves will be, it looks like.
I think Reeves will be back.
Yeah.
It's an oblique, so like upper body. I don't know if he's at risk for like making it worse or if it's just like a pain tolerance kind of deal.
Yeah.
A hamstring, you can make that thing worse.
For sure.
If you come back too soon. So I think they'll take it easy with Luka. We'll see how it goes. I think Reeves will be back pretty soon. Seems like he's been on the court doing some stuff. So
I really
I
wish Luka would
anticipate.
have. I really wish he would be playing this
I
next round.
know that would have made this series really. If it's just LeBron and Reeves, I don't think we can beat OKC.
No.
If it's Luka, Braun, and Reeves, then maybe.
Maybe.
But just those two, no. Yeah, the Rockets collapse has been pretty spectacular.
Yeah.
I mean, you're the younger team. The other team is missing 2 of their best 3. I get it. You missed one of your best 2 for the majority of the series, but like you said, he's getting out coached by JJ, which is pretty bad. The guys that they expected to be, major contributors have been mostly disappointments. The big fella had one good game, like Josh pointed out, just one. He's not that good. If you put somebody on him that's his size or bigger, he's not really that good. But if he gets a mismatch on him, he'll be able to punish that. But I
I
expect
like
them to
these
have the.
guys as individuals, though. I really do. I think that they're all really good. I think they're just scratching the surface. I think that this is just a wash year. I think it's a bad year.
So do you think any of these guys are stars?
I do believe the twin, and I do believe Single are stars. Yes, and I think I love Jabari Smith Jr.
Like they're as in stars, because I just want to get a understanding of it. Like that can be your second best player on a championship team.
I don't like to put that caveat on it. I think a star in the NBA is what I would say. I don't know if that necessarily means. I think the twin. Out of those 3, I think the twin could be the second best player on a championship team. I do. If you got a dominant number 1, I do. Like if he was Ant's number 2, this would be a whole different thing. I like Jaden McDaniels a lot. I think he's coming into his own. I think he's starting to be an asshole, which they need him to be. But somebody in that archetype of can check the other guys, the other team's best player, and get you buckets, and crazy bouncy athletic. He a lot. That twin is a lot. He a lot. But it's just not a great series for them for whatever reason.
Oh, and not only that, with in the playoffs, the game definitely slows down. You got to have a true point guard that knows how to run the sets, get everybody involved, and they haven't had that all season with the Rockets. I mean, and not only that, the Lakers before Luka got hurt, they had in my opinion, that LeBron James has been better than Kevin Durant. I wouldn't say all season long, but in the playoffs, I trust LeBron at this age versus KD at 38, I think he is, and Bron being 41. I trust LeBron over KD. So the Lakers had the 2 best players in the series before Luka went down.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree too.
Let's talk about KD because, well, first of all, let me close this book with the LA. Without Luka, they have no shot to beat OKC. Correct?
Agreed.
Bray?
You think we got a shot?
I mean, it's a long shot. I mean, you can look at the numbers. If I was a betting man, no, I'm not betting on the Lakers to beat OKC. But can they slow down Shea? And then the Lakers have 2 of the best 3 players that have been playing. Chet hasn't been playing that well. He's just playing okay. Can we see a different Chet? Sure. If Ayton, and I know it's a big if. I mean, he's been playing terrible all series. If Ayton can step up and just go get you like your 15 and like 10 type 12 game, that's big for him because he's not doing that whatsoever right now. And then if Austin, depending on what kind of Austin that you get back, but if it's the Austin Reeves that can go get you 25 points like he has been, and Bron can go get you his 20, 25 points, and you get Luke Kennard hot.
Kennard playing well. Yeah.
Playing well. I know it's a lot of ifs. Like I said, if I was a bet man, I'm not betting on him.
And if
Hey, it's a lot of ifs. A lot of
this
ifs.
is the reason why Sean calls you a Lakers fan.
Hey, I would love to see it.
He said, "I don't believe that to be the case, but if the Lakers win, this is how
what
it
has to
will
happen
happen."
for the Lakers to have a chance. And then the question is, when is Luka back? If they take it to 5 games or 6 games, is Luka come back by that 5th or 6th game? If they can get it to that.
Man, they ain't ready for that buzzsaw. Are they trying to give Bron a title? That's what it kind of like. I don't know. It just feels weird.
Never bought that theory.
I don't think that's true. It is weird that KD's out for a different injury all of a sudden.
J-Dub out.
J-Dub's out.
I mean, you think the league is sitting him out, or
I don't know
think
what
he's
the
actually
they're
hurt?
doing.
No,
I
that's
don't know what the
crazy.
they're doing.
He's been hurt all season.
I mean, if this is Bron's last year, let's throw him in the finals. I mean, everybody the whole world's gonna watch that.
It's good business, but I can't imagine. Because even without Jay Williams, I don't really see a path with just Bron and Reeves. To me, the path with even Luka without it's still like
it's difficult.
OKC's bench is what makes that big difference. It's not
young,
really
they athletic, they defend.
It's not the power
they shoot
of the stars per se. It's the bench, which yes, they can all shoot the three. It's like they never miss. Seems like everybody's a good 3-point shooter on the squad, and they play good defense. So yeah.
And you got a superstar at the helm. To me, without Jay Williams, it makes it like
superstar.
Yeah, I would consider SGA a superstar.
Yes,
at this stage.
This is a problem.
I would say he's a superstar.
He's the best player in the league. I mean,
no, he's not, but he's a superstar. Though.
Who is?
He's not the best player in the league. That's
Jokic.
Who's the best player in the league, y'all?
Jokic right now is the best player in the league.
No, he is not. Okay,
Luka is better than him. There's
Luka's
two guys that
who?
are better than SGA.
Y'all have lost it.
No, like
lost.
I get it because everybody wants to I mean, he's the best player on the best team, but there are better players in the NBA. Oh, Luka is better than that kid.
Stop.
If it's not SGA, it's Wemby.
Neither one of them are better than Luka or Jokic. But
isn't Jokic
good.
averaging a triple-double?
I don't give a what he's averaging. They would have got bounced in 5 if them didn't get hurt. Easily.
Maybe.
But that doesn't mean he's the best player in the league, though.
Their team is deeper. Their team is deeper and better.
Losing to a better team makes you not the best, okay.
Well, they're a better team now. Y'all went into this saying that them was gonna whoop their ass. I got to take
that. No.
Yeah, I did say that.
I did pick Denver to win it. I thought that the superstar power of Denver would kind of oversee the cast of the Minnesota Wolves. You know, they're playing great ball. I didn't think Ayo was gonna go drop a 40-piece. Nobody thought that.
A 40-point game off the bench in 40 minutes?
What happened? Listen,
you're gonna lose that game,
bro. If them wouldn't have got hurt, this would have been wrapped the up. This is this would have been done quick.
Back to the question: is that because Jokic isn't the best player, or is that because the team is better?
I think that after this injury he had in November, December, he is not the same player anymore. And he can't affect the games like that anymore, meaning he can't be the best player in the league anymore. He's just not. He just isn't. He's just not. That is over with. Those days are over.
He's still the best player in the league.
No, he isn't.
I mean,
you got a guy who's one of the best defensive. No, you have a guy that's one of the best defensive players in the league history that you can say, you can score 0 points and we're fine. All you need to do is check him. And he's still doing over 20 points and over 10 rebounds, but it's not going to be that efficient and it's not going to be as dominant because you have a guy that's sole purpose is to check him. And he's 7'3", long arms, and he can guard you in the post and guard you on the perimeter. And he's still playing well, but not to the level that he needs in order to overcome the lack of depth. Because it's him and it's Jamal Murray, who they have a good matchup for Jokic, and they have a good matchup for Jamal Murray and Daniels, splitting Daniels on him. He's not been able to really shake free from that guy. They have good defensive matchups for Denver's best 2 players, and they don't have who's the other guy? Aaron Gordon, and then a bunch of nobodies.
If they get out of this series, and it's still a top, I could see Minnesota winning at home without Ant and still getting out this series. Still possible. That's how bad this team is. If they get to San Antonio, them might sweep them. Are y'all kidding me? Are we serious? Come on, guys. What are we talking about here? Are we serious? Come on, G. The best player in the league?
Yes, it's still Jokic. It's still Jokic.
Didn't he
he's just on a bad team.
No,
and
he isn't.
He's not on a good team.
Besides Jamal, okay, they have Jamal Murray and Aaron Murray. Who else is good on that team?
That's not the question. To me.
It is the question. They 3 deep.
You picked them.
They 3 deep.
You picked him. I didn't.
Yes, I thought
Oh,
the superstars. I thought the superstars would play at a very high level to compensate for the lack of depth, but they haven't played at a level high enough to compensate for their lack of depth because Minnesota has a deep roster and they also have a star.
And I was just looking up a quick stat because I knew it was something crazy. The second to last time that he played against Wemby, which we consider probably one of the greatest defensive players of all time, he will go down as that. He did a 31, 20, and 12.
No. Okay. Y'all are getting it. Okay.
I'm just saying, who else can do that?
Offensively, he's out of this world. He can't give you anything on the other side of the court, so it kind of
that's fair. He's
evens
never
out.
been a great defensive player. I think everybody knows that. But when you can go do a 31, 20, and 12 against one of the greatest defenders that we've ever seen to play in the NBA, you can hoop.
Saying he can't hoop. I am saying if he's not the first best player, and he's not, he's probably third. But he's not the best player in the league anymore. Those days are over with. That's all I'm saying. It's over. Those days. Good night on that. It's over.
Is not better than him.
What does SGA?
Yeah, he is.
What
No,
does he do better?
Not.
What does he do better?
Nothing.
Defend.
SGA is not a good defender.
And that's just a little no.
What?
I'll give you that. I will give you that.
Average.
No, he's above average. Go check this. Go check the stats.
Name something else he does better than him.
Clutch buckets.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
You can't even give it to.
I haven't even seen enough. So you're talking about clutch buckets, but you can say that he's a better rebounder. He's a better assist. He has the ability to score and go for 40 on any given night, which they both can. But if we're talking about just overall basketball skills, Jokic has it, and he has the advantage. He's 7 foot.
He's a better scorer. He's a better passer.
Is he a better scorer?
Yes.
All right. Well, debatable. Anyway, SGA is the best player in the league.
No, he's not even one of the best two players in the league.
If basketball was just offense, then yes, those two guys would be the best players in the league. But it's not. You gotta.
What world are we living in where SGA is like an elite defender? Like
check his stats. Check his steal stats. Check his overall stats. He's a great defender.
But you can steal the ball a lot and be a bad defender. Like
I don't think he's a bad defender though.
That's not an indicator that he's a good defender.
All right. Well, go check the stats. Go check the stats. Anyway, I want to talk a little bit about KD because I don't know where he plays next. I don't know who's going to take on that contract at $50 million.
Yikes.
And someone that can blow up your locker room because he does that literally everywhere. I don't know. I'm not quite ready to say it's time for him to hang him up because he's going to get that money somehow, but I don't know where that is. Who trades for Kevin Durant this offseason?
I think Dallas or OKC.
No to OKC, I would say.
Yes.
And no to Dallas because they got a young nucleus that they're rebuilding. I don't think they want to invite Kevin Durant into that.
I think it depends on how the Knicks do in the playoffs.
Desperate.
If they don't make it out of their conference, I can see that happening. Like you packaging up Bridges, maybe some picks, maybe like a Josh Hart type package deal. I don't know. But if you could do a Cat, Jalen, and KD, I like it without having to give up a whole bunch of assets. I'm going with the Knicks.
It does seem like that's a possibility for them. A team that needs some kind of splash. They're kind of on the cusp. You could get him for the cheap because his value is at an all-time low.
He's more expensive than I mean, he can up your whole existence.
Yeah, but they already kind of like up with what they did. You know, they all those picks and stuff that they got rid of. I don't for Bridges. I mean, if you get Cat, KD, and Jalen, you got a problem. Healthy KD.
Yeah. A good problem or a bad problem?
I think it can be a good problem. They're not going to be an easy team to beat. No one's going to want to see those in the playoffs if they're healthy. They're not going to want to see them.
The problem with KD is you got to get to the playoffs like as a team. You know what I'm saying?
As a cohesive unit.
100%. 100%.
Let's just go back through his career. OKC, issues. Golden State, issues.
New York.
I don't know how many issues he had at Golden State. That seemed to be more of a Draymond issue, and it just overflowed to him. Like, they didn't really click for real. I think Steph and Klay, they accepted who KD was. I think him and Draymond had some issues, and because I mean, it's not like they weren't winning. I mean, obviously they was winning. They was winning championships.
Sure.
You know,
Okay.
I don't know if Draymond and him got along. I think they win maybe another 2 rings and they get 4 together.
For
I
sure,
don't
if he
know.
stays.
So
Well, it didn't
didn't.
end up well,
That's true.
and
I just don't
he
wanna
got
blame him.
shipped.
He did, but I don't wanna point blame to him for that scenario. It's different what happened at OKC and what happened in Brooklyn than what happened at Golden State.
Okay.
There's
That's
always
still-
something happening.
Always something happening with him. That's
Okay.
He's the
that's kind of
common
the point. So,
denominator.
didn't work out in Golden State. He was unhappy. They traded him to Brooklyn. He got all his guys in Brooklyn. James, Kyrie. Again, did not work. That was a disaster.
They played like 18 games together.
Everybody
what I-
got hurt.
I mean,
Everybody.
everybody got
everybody
hurt.
was hurt.
But it was more behind the scenes with them too. Like they just didn't like each other at one point. So that's one. Then where did he get traded? What's after that? What's after Brooklyn? Oh,
Damn.
Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenix.
Yeah, he played for half the damn league.
Hated it. He hated it there.
He
He
did.
was
He
ready
did.
to go out of there.
He did hate it there.
And then
It's the Rockets, and he hates
the
it there.
Rockets. And he hates it there. All right.
It's true. It's true.
You gotta be a desperate to invite KD into your locker room now. First of all, he's 30. He's gonna be 38 by the time this season starts next year, and he's cost $50 million. Don't do it.
Maybe Denver, the fit between him, Jokic, and him, Jokic, Aaron, and Murray, basketball wise, I think is a nice fit.
They might got a package.
I don't know if they
Or
got
they
all
might
the
got
pieces.
he might
yeah.
for the money's
Right.
sake, because he makes so much money is the tough thing. It won't cost you much in terms of like what you'd have to give up draft capital assets. He's like at an all-time low. Like you said, all of the drama that he's had throughout the league. He's been injured, now he's aging, and he's expensive, so he wouldn't cost you a lot to get. I like Denver or New York in terms of teams that would have interest in him, that are kind of desperate, and he might be the piece that could kind of help you make a little run there.
He can still go drop you 25 in the playoffs. I mean, because he doesn't rely on his like athleticism. He doesn't pass great. He's a okay defender, but he's going to be always able to shoot.
Yeah.
He's at the end of the road, man. I see a team like Portland, Toronto, Utah.
Utah, no. Utah.
I think he wants to go try to play in the playoffs.
And he won't. Sometimes when you gonna run out of the having a choice.
Well, I mean, when that time comes, but I mean, his
yeah.
choice. Yeah, I mean, we'll see.
And he's got with KD, he loves to play with somewhere like a place he likes. That's why he wanted to go to Brooklyn, somewhere hot in Phoenix.
Mhm.
You know,
Houston is a nice city too. Yeah,
yeah. So there were whispers he might try to go back to Golden State.
that would be hilarious.
That would be hilarious. They would win some
Well, it was-
games. I mean, him and Steph, they would win.
Let's
And
run it
Dre.
back like old times. Looking
What
at
could have been break up and get back together.
Dog.
Oh my God,
Oh no,
crazy!
My man, Detroit.
I told y'all.
You did. When I was watching, I'm like,
you've been down on him. Yeah, you've been.
yeah.
down on him.
Bray said this Kay Cunningham sucks.
I know. Whoa! I don't.
He didn't say he
You
sucked.
did
but
say he
he's not-
I
sucked.
don't think I ever said
He said he
sucked.
can't shoot. I've heard him
Oh,
say
okay,
that.
my bad.
He put words in my.
But I ain't
My
never heard him
bad.
say he was a scrub. Nah, I ain't
Hey,
never heard
he
him.
said,
Yeah,
hey,
He's not a
who?
scrub.
Cunningham?
Y'all was big on what's his boy's name? On Durant. I wasn't
Durant.
big on him. He's been a disaster. They've been talking about
Yes.
how like he may not get paid. That's
He's
what
gonna get paid.
He's gonna get paid.
It's just a matter if they pay him or not.
Well, yes, that's what I meant. Sorry, I didn't mean yes. Are they gonna?
They
pay
could
him?
get desperate for KD though. That's another team.
Yeah,
That's not.
but,
Yeah, I'd
yeah.
add them to the mix,
Detroit's
too.
been a disaster.
Yes.
They need bucket getters. Yes.
Yes, they definitely.
I was thinking about it. Orlando has probably the top 3 of the 4 best players in this series.
No
Think
question.
about it.
No
Yeah.
question.
No question. Their big 3 plus Cade is the top 4, and it's showing because they about to get these up out of here. Quick.
Like, dog,
8-1.
you got Cade and a bunch of defenders.
Right. Which
He's
is
not a
good,
scorer.
but you need some right, you need I mean, like I said in the group chat, when Tobias Harris is your second best scorer and
Yes.
scoring like 13, 15 points a game, it's not gonna do it.
He cooked Tobias.
Yeah.
Great value, J. Cole.
He could go if he was like, like your bench guy, like your sixth, fifth guy, Tobias wouldn't be bad. But as your
He was
second
like
best guy,
he can start. He just like he's like your fourth, fifth option out of the
Yeah.
people that are on the court.
That dunk on Jalen Duren by some from the bench, Orlando
It was
it
Kane.
was ugly.
disgusting. I think Jalen Duren is better than this. I think that this, similar to the Rockets, well, the Rockets been in the playoffs, but this is their first time. I think it was just too much. They weren't prepared. I mean, I think Desmond Bane has been in the playoffs before, and he kind of knew like what it takes, and these didn't. So
Yeah, Orlando's more talented, like
For sure.
by far.
They can
Like,
defend too. I mean, it's not like
can-
Orlando's
they
like a
can, yeah.
bad like defensive team. They can defend.
yeah,
Yeah,
they can
it-
they can.
If you put Durant on a different squad, I think he might show better. But him as like your second best player, like,
And he really can't shoot. Him or Cade can shoot.
your two best players can't shoot or score.
They
really,
can't
It's
shoot like a
tough.
mid jumper at like a consistent rate.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. They're not constructed great. I think JB's a good coach. I just think that he doesn't have the horses. They did win 60 games, but
They
it's
did.
a lot different when it gets to from the regular season to the playoffs. So, and we're seeing that. So yeah, I think they probably close them out in what, 5 or 6.
The next game's at Detroit, isn't it?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
I would imagine that they win that game, so yeah, 6
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
at the crib. I'm
Detroit might try to fight back and put a little extra effort because they're kind of like,
Backs against the wall.
yeah, I mean, y'all are embarrassed. Y'all have like nothing to lose. So you go give it your all. Like, I would be embarrassed for, being the number 1 seed and y'all losing like this. I'd be embarrassed. I'm going to go. This is game 5 coming up, right?
mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's 3-1. I'm going to go Magic in 6.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's a fair call. All right, a little 2010s power forward. One gotta go. Shout out to M for putting this one together. One gotta go. Who y'all got?
I'm going LaMarcus Aldridge.
What?
Yeah.
Well, who's safe? I would say Zebo and Powell.
Powell's definitely safe.
Is Zebo not safe? Am I tripping?
Those 3 there,
20 and 10.
I think LaMarcus.
they all 20 and 10.
Yeah. I think
Yeah, I
Pau
agree.
Gasol and LaMarcus Aldridge are definitely safe. And Zach. I mean, that trio there. Amari, you got to go.
Amari's the only one without a jumper, which kind of puts him at a disadvantage here. He ain't got no J.
Yeah.
Yeah,
gotta go.
he could get you to 20. And he
Y'all
was
right, I'm tripping.
he was bouncy though.
Mare in his heyday,
In his prime, he was nice.
he was him. But especially like if you put these in today's game, he's the only one that might like not be as dominant.
That might struggle a little bit because
Sure.
he
The
can't
rest of
shoot.
these, Zebo might struggle a little bit because he was more back to the basket, and they just don't play basketball like that anymore. But
He had that mid range that was nice.
yeah,
He
and I
was
think
super
Zebo
crafty.
he was so skilled, he probably could develop a 3-point shoot
For
shot.
sure. He had really good touch.
Yeah,
If he came up playing in an
Really
era
good
when
touch.
everybody's shooting threes, I think he would have been able to. But he didn't come up in an era where everybody was shooting threes.
yeah.
So he had the crazy mid range and low block game,
Mm-hmm.
the jabs.
Man, all the spins. He would make you look stupid, and his vertical would be about 6 inches. Like,
Shout out to Zebo.
yeah.
Yeah, he was nice.
I feel like I
It's
seen him in
fun.
the airport one day. Yeah. Nigga
Yeah.
horse, nigga look just like him. I kept looking like, is that Zebo? Even pulled out the phone.
He was
Kinda looked at the
6'10".
phone, looked at he was pretty tall. That's where I was like, yeah, did he look like he plays in the NBA or he just a guy that looked like Zebo? 'Cause I'm pretty sure some guys that look like Zebo out there.
The AI generation is getting a little better. These are actually
Yeah,
these.
they actually look like.
Yeah, it looks
Oh,
like
no,
them.
this
Yeah.
is them for sure. This is them.
This was made
To
in
me-
Gemini.
No. It's
This
GPT.
is GPT.
Yep.
Okay. For
Look
me,
at that great.
I'm gonna go LaMarcus gotta go.
Whoa.
I'm gonna go LaMarcus gotta go. Zach, I remember him as the man in that on that Memphis team.
Was he?
Yes, he was the guy on that team. He was the number one option. And him, Mark Rudy, and Mike Conley.
And
You can't put up 20 and 10 on a regular basis.
And Tony Allen, yeah, he was the guy. He was the guy on that squad.
I thought it was Powell's brother, but okay.
Maybe more.
You thought Mark was the guy?
Yeah.
He was number one option, and then
Zach was the number one, yeah. And then
Mike Conley was hooping even. I mean, Mike Conley
they had a
was
squad.
nice.
They had a squad that year. Yeah. They did. We've seen Powell as the 1 and 2. He dimes the most at everybody. Can score
Powell is
just about.
safe.
Yeah,
He's the best
Powell's
player on
good.
He's the best player here.
To me, it comes down between Amari and LaMarcus, and I'm sticking with Amari because when he was in his prime, that boy was a problem.
He was tough.
So
You put it on your head.
Are we saying that Zach is better than LaMarcus Aldridge?
I'd rather have Zach as my guy.
Prime LaMarcus was a problem.
He was.
He was nice
he
too.
was with,
I feel like they're in the same
Gabe.
vein, and I'd rather have like the dog.
Yeah,
Zebo.
that's where I'm going to. He had that killer.
Mid range was better than Zach's.
Yes. LaMarcus as a shooter.
LaMarcus
when
is
you go back to
mid range.
Portland.
He was a
Yeah,
better
but
shooter,
in Portland, he was clutch. He was a better shooter.
I give you that. He was a better shooter. I think Zach had more with him. He had the jabs.
He had more
the
flair.
up and unders. He had the post game, and he still had the mid range. It wasn't as good as LaMarcus mid range, but it was still efficient. I think he had a deeper bag than LaMarcus to be able to score.
Amari gotta go. Sorry, Stat. That's everybody. Everybody made a pick.
I bumped LaMarcus, but it was between LaMarcus and Amari.
Yeah, I was with him. I picked LaMarcus as well.
Shout out to the 2010 big guys. It's like a lost art now.
Power forward.
All the big guys now are like in the same vein as like Chet. Like they're like KD. Like KD kind of changed. It's like before KD and after KD in terms of the big guy.
You have to be able to
put it on the floor, which is better. But it's like these guys. It's something about these guys that was like made the game fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. What else? This was what I was going. We gonna talk about who's the best. I love Jaden McDaniels' like villain arc. I love it. He's becoming an asshole.
He is.
I think he's always been an asshole, but it's like coming out now, and it's like if he becomes that, they could be really scary. Like as a team, he kind of hemmed your boy up, your best player in the world. Look at him.
Your best player in the world.
Oh no,
Look at
man.
him.
No. I watched it live. Jalen McDaniels, the time was running out. He went up for a layup. They were up by whatever they were up. And Jokic walked over to him. He was kind of pissed off. Jokic actually grabbed him first. And then McDaniels, he grabbed him. But yeah, I mean, it was a shoving match. Nothing happened.
It's basketball.
Yeah,
Ain't nobody trying to
yeah,
throw no
ain't-
ass.
You play the video?
I can. Jokic was frustrated because he was getting his ass whooped because he's not the best player in the world anymore. That's the problem.
100% they was getting beat. You also don't go score, everybody knows, in hoops. When the game's over, you dribble the ball out. You don't go do a layup on the other end, a wide open layup when no one's around you. It's a basketball rule. We all know it. You don't do it. But you also don't put your hands on people. So, Jokic, don't put your hands on me.
Hold on.
Screenshot. I thought you embedded it for some reason. I don't know why.
I did too. It did look like it was embedded.
It did.
I thought he was gonna be able to click it.
Nothing
Oh,
even happened.
This is when they
Yeah.
already.
Randall got in there. I remember he started like shoving.
That was a
people
big
around.
nothing.
Yeah.
I thought this was AI at first.
No.
Like,
That was
goddamn.
a big
Like,
nothing.
Julius Randle was
He ain't really
doing
hem
the
him up.
most
He
right
just
there.
grabbed his
Yeah.
jersey.
he hemmed him.
That ain't getting hemmed up. He just
It
grabbed
was
his
for
hemmed
a
him.
fraction of a second of a him. It was
Everybody grabbed their jersey.
That was not
like
that was
this.
not a hem up. That was
This
not a hem up.
lasted kind of a long time. God damn.
This
It
is a
wasn't like a bona
basketball.
fide hem.
Look. No, that's
It was
not
like,
getting hemmed up.
1, 2, 1.
That's
just
not getting
walking
hemmed
towards
up.
him.
He hemmed
He
him.
grabbed
That
his
is not
jersey
getting
and he
hemmed
kept
up, son.
walking towards him. Like, I'm big. How much?
Like, what are you gonna do, skinny
Jokic is like
fella?
300 pounds.
That's not a hem up. That's not a hem up.
Yeah, they don't like each other. That's what's
Oh,
up.
for sure, for sure.
Yeah, he ran up on him, but nobody was really gonna do nothing. But
I can't believe it ain't got.
I wouldn't say McDaniels
I
hemmed him
know.
up. He just grabbed his jersey.
I saw his knee live, and I was like, "Damn!"
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want that to happen either. I didn't.
Yeah.
Because the way that they were playing, and everybody was like, they was about to 4-1 them. That's what's going to happen. And
Yeah.
then they had a chance to. I put some money on them to get to get out the West.
Who? Man,
Yeah,
Memphis, Minnesota.
I put some money on them, but of course it was
Yeah.
before all the injuries.
Yeah, Dante popped his Achilles.
Achilles,
How much money did you lose?
It was just 100,
Yeah, what was the odds on that one? Like,
I
plus 800?
think 100 won me. I really can't remember. It wasn't nothing crazy, but I saw how well they were hooping, and then I saw Ayo go for that 40 piece. I'm like, oh, hold on, they ain't
40
open.
off the bench, 40 in 40 minutes, dog. That's some work.
Shout out to IO Morgan Park, Southside. What's up?
If they were the Western Conference winner, 100 won me 3,600.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's a come up. But
damn. Okay.
them injuries,
they had
some
no
injuries
faith
make
in
it
them,
tough.
Yeah. I love how petty Shea getting.
I know.
Put Cancun on 3 under Dylan Brooks's jersey. Shout out to
Wow.
That's a good one.
Yeah, man. I mean, y'all don't want to admit it. I mean, back to backs, it's tough to not admit it.
It's
I don't
tough to
know.
deny.
It really is. I think he's the best player in the league. I think he knows it. I think he at the top of his game right now.
Do y'all think there's other people you could put in his place and they would also have a chance to win back-to-back championships? The exact same roster, the exact same coaching, nothing changes, just the player.
I can't speak on that.
No, I mean, I know it's just a question. I mean, it's a hypothetical, It's just somebody in the league you can put in that spot that can do the same scoring, that can play the same defense, they can do the same assisting, run that system. That's all.
He is the system.
Well, his roster is really good. He has a really good roster.
Got a whip.
Jay Will helped a lot, but now he's hurt, so I know that's kind of like irrelevant. And then you got Chet as well, that you guys are really big on, because I've heard some of y'all say that if he had his own team, he would go out there and dominate. I'm not that big on Chet, but maybe y'all are seeing something that I don't. So the fact that you got Shea, Chet, Jay Will, and everybody else, you got a whip.
Well, he does have a whip, but he's still doing 31, 4 boards, 6 dimes on 55% shooting from the field.
And there's 2 to 3 people in the league that are also probably putting up those same numbers. Close to it.
Okay.
Can I say one thing?
Please.
The cool thing about this post is that's a fellow Canadian right there. That he's
Canadian crime.
Yeah.
Damn.
They hugged it out last night about it, so I'm kind of surprised he posted that.
I think they boys. He just with him.
Messing with him.
Yeah.
I mean, he at the top of his game. Shoe might be on the other foot at some point, so.
Not for Dylan.
The man on his team.
Yeah, I'm talking about to the point
he might get taken by someone else.
True.
About not being Dylan. I got you.
Yeah.
So
it'll definitely happen. Just a matter of when.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Oh, these are these twins?
God damn. Even Max Crosby even looks like TJ Watt a little bit.
He looks like Ben Roethlisberger with tattoos. Skinny.
Yeah. These do look alike in real life, I guess.
Hutchinson,
a little bit.
Quarterback from BYU.
Oh, he showed the dude look like Zach Wilson.
He do look like Zach Wilson in that shot. That's a good call.
Yeah, he do. All right, white edges. One gotta go. White boy edge rushers.
Oh,
this is a tough one.
Yeah, they're all injury prone.
All of
Is
them
safe?
kind
Hutchinson?
of.
Who's safe?
Yes, all of them.
TJ
Who's
Watt
safe?
and Max Crosby?
I don't see Crosby as safe at all.
Another question. Who's the best out of
Right now or like at their peaks?
at their peaks?
Nick Bosa at their peaks.
At their peaks, Nick Bosa.
Nick Bosa.
I disagree.
Really?
Who you got as the top guy at their peaks? Everybody healthy, full powers. Crosby? No.
Yeah, he's the nicest on this. He can stop the run and pass rushing too. Then the pass rush is not even close. He has the deepest bag.
He's probably the worst rusher on the board.
Get the out of here.
Like he's good against the run, so I get where you say when we take into his run defense, but like just pure pass rush, he's probably the worst pure pass rusher on the board.
You off the chain. Nick Bosa is a better pass rusher.
Yes.
Aiden's nice. He's okay. Y'all tripping.
Aiden nice.
TJ
Hutchinson nice.
TJ don't have a bag like that.
He ain't a Raven. You know that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. You ain't gotta say Reggie White no more. We can
right.
I know.
This was tough. I don't know. And are we talking about peaks or right now? That makes a huge difference.
That is depending on.
And we haven't seen Hutchinson's peak yet. Hopefully,
no. I don't think so.
They all hurt. Like they all coming off the operating table, pretty much. I think TJ Watt might not have had a surgery this past year. The other three have.
TJ Watt got to go because I don't like the Steelers.
I feel you.
TJ Watt nice.
And I don't even lean on rivalries that much, but I can't even I can't nitpick enough to choose one. So TJ Watt.
He's a dog. If you checking him, you got a long night. Well, with all of these guys,
all these guys, yeah, got it.
Especially, I think Bosa in his prime. If that prime would have lasted, I don't think it's there anymore. I think
the knees are fried up.
Yeah, I think you're definitely looking at. He's definitely better than his brother, and I think you're definitely looking at a gold jacket type. But he's not that anymore. So,
but the thing is, Nick Bosa also had the best supporting cast around him to eat.
That's true. But if you just look at him in a vacuum, rushing the passer, that
he got a bag.
Was a problem. He would games up.
He's the most explosive sack artist of all of these guys. Like, if he's healthy and got a little bit of help, he can get you like 20 sacks on the year. Like, I don't think any of these guys are not Crosby's not that explosive of a sack artist.
TJ
I think Hutchinson and TJ maybe though.
TJ got a lot in one season. I wouldn't consider him like a,
he doesn't have a bag like that.
Yeah, he's not. He's just good at everything. You see what I'm saying? Like, run.
And he has a look around him too.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I think anybody that could be closest to what Bosa was on his list is probably Hutchinson, to your point. But he's hurt now too.
They all coming off the operating table, except for Block.
One gotta
the youngest.
go. Yeah, but you kind of got, if you want to play his peak forward,
he can't hit his peak yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess he has to go, and he's a Lion, so it. But I think that he could have one of the best, if not the best, longest peak here. Paul's like, I think he could really, really get into that. As he gets better.
Sorry, looking at Josh's face.
That was a line. For me, Crosby gotta go. I think the other guy, like him and TJ Watt, are kind of similar, kind of that like do it all. They do a little bit of everything well. I think Bosa and Hutchinson would be.
Crosby's a better pass rusher than TJ Watt, though.
He's the best pass rusher on this damn.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. This nigga's done what he's done with nobody around him.
All right, let's pick one. I'm gonna say Hutchinson. Hutchinson gotta go. Aiden Hutchinson gotta go.
You cutting Hutchinson?
Yes.
I'm cutting Crosby.
I'm also cutting Hutchinson.
I chose TJ Watt.
Yeah, he cut Watt.
Okay. All right. Pretty good episode. I'm trying to think if we didn't cover anything. I think we pretty much did. Appreciate y'all for listening. And peace. Unless y'all got something else? Nope.
I ain't got nothing.
Cool. Peace.